What's going on, everybody? Deluxe here from ConsoleWarzone.com, and I'm here to do a quick review on the Razer Tartarus Gaming Keypad. The keypad you'll see sitting in front of me right here. So I'm going to lift it up so you can take a look at it. We have 15 programmable keys on the keypad right there. A nice little wrist rest here, which does adjust. It comes a little bit back and forward. This part does not adjust. And on the side of it, we have a few extra buttons here. We have a button right there, which is bound by default to spacebar. Right here is an 8-way directional, which you can use for movement or to map buttons to. And then we have another button right there. These two kind of emulate a mouse click. So that's a quick look at it. I will tell you one thing. This here, it comes in the Razer as a brown box from Razer. This is the manufacturer refurbished model. I got it off Amazon. I've had refurbished stuff before from them and from Razer. Everything seemed to work out pretty good, so I gave it another shot at the refurbished, and it came in really good shape. I can't see any blemishes on it. I had no signs of use, and when I plugged it in, everything worked like normal. Worked very good. So down to the review now. So I originally bought this keypad because I was playing games like League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm. I didn't want to have to move my hand around too much on the keypad, the keyboard. I'm still kind of a rookie at that, coming from console games, going to PC games. So I wanted something that was a little bit easier for me. And this definitely does the trick. So the wrist rest here, you can see my fingers rest comfortably on here. I can access these keys here very easily. It's easier to move from the top row keys to the second row keys than I say on a regular keyboard. And then with these additional buttons on the side right here, it just gives you more options for mapping buttons. So whereas I would have to move down, say if I want to recall back to my base or one of the other keys, basically I have to move my hand around. I can just use my thumb, hit all these keys right here. So that's the first part of this. I had an interest in using it on first-person shooter games as well, so I tried this on both types of games, and I will tell you that personally I like this for League of Legends and for Heroes of the Storm. I like being able to map a button here to this button there, and then just rest my hand and rock out like that. So I really don't use much else. I use the mouse, and I use it right here. These two buttons down here, for me, my hands are kind of a little smaller, I guess, than some people. It's awkward for me to reach my thumb down and click this while I'm kind of doing my business up here. So that might be a problem some of you see out there. The same thing with this button's a little too far away from the keypad. It may not be. So another feature this has, which is cool on it, is if you plug it in, which I will do so right now. Sorry guys. Alright. It lights up, so if you're playing the lights out, and if you just want a cool look, the keypad lights up easily. See all the keys, read all the keys. The software here, you can have different profiles for different games. So if you wanted to have a profile for, Heroes of the Storm and one for League of Legends, you can create multiple profiles. These keys are mapped by default to certain things, like a WASD is right here in the center where it usually is on the keyboard. And then if you want to switch to the side view, you can as well, and map these buttons to whatever you want. So basically, my review on this product now, in conclusion, is I like it a lot for League of Legends, MOBA type games, Heroes of the Storm. The manufacturer refurbished edition, which I got right here from Amazon. It came in great shape from Razer. If you want to save a little money, I'd go with that one over the new one. But either way, the refurbished one is probably around $40 to $45 in that price range. So it's a pretty decent deal. This little knob right here, which you can use for movement, say you don't want to use WASD for movement, you can use this 8-way directional, which personally I don't recommend that though. It didn't seem like it was too fluid and it didn't feel natural to me. And I come from gaming on console, so I'm used to analog sticks. This is not an analog stick. This is an 8-way, you hear that clicking directional pad. So can't use that. You could use that, but it's going to put you at a disadvantage. Anyway, so yeah, for games, for most games, mobile games, I like it. Shooter games, I like it as well. The only one thing I'll say as well with it is I've been playing a game called Dirty Bomb on Steam, and that requires you to there's a sprint in that game, unlike Counter-Strike, and a bunch of other features, a bunch of other buttons you have to use. And with that game, I have to use more than just these couple buttons here and the keypad. I kind of still have to move around a little bit. So There you go. Here's my review on the Razer Tartarus Gaming Keypad. Sorry if I rambled on a little bit. It's my first video review back in quite some time from my YouTube and website. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. Feel free to follow, subscribe, and if you want links to the products, they're in the comments as well. So you have a great night. Deluxe from Console Warzone signing out. Thank you very much.